One of the biggest signs of emotional immaturity in a relationship is when every time you get mad, every time you get hurt, you get offended or disappointed, you become available to somebody else. That is dangerous. I'm just saying, I'm going to say some things tonight that's going to really rub you the wrong way. I may say some things that hurt your feelings. I may say some things, and guess what? I don't care. I don't. Because you be the same one crying about how your life is not going well. Crying about why this person did you wrong, and crying because you may have missed out on some therapy. Let me tell you something. If every argument makes you look for attention from someone else, yeah, you are not just upset. You are unsafe with conflict. Yeah. If every disagreement make you open the door to somebody else, to talk to somebody else, you are not just hurt. You are using attention as an escape. I want you to listen to what I'm saying because it's going to make sense. So like I said, if you're in a relationship, you may want to share this. If you married, you might want to share this. I'm just saying, it may save somebody. If every moment of distance make you entertain another person, you are not just lonely. Nope. You are sabotaging trust. And tonight we need to talk about that. Because some people do not know how to sit in discomfort of conflict. And maybe that's your problem. Maybe that's why you communicate with everybody else when you're mad and you upset. Maybe this is why you emotionally cheat all the time. Because some people don't know how to communicate when they are hurt. Yeah. You don't know how to repair things when you get angry. You don't know how to stay loyal when your feelings are under pressure. So instead of dealing with the person, they go looking for attention somewhere else. Can you believe it? After you done spent your money, after you done gave your body, and as soon as a problem come up, instead of dealing with the person, guess what they do? They go look for attention for somebody else. They want comfort. I'm just so hurt today. They want validation. Look at me. Make me feel better. They want to feel wanted. They want to feel powerful. Yeah. You want to feel powerful. I'm just saying. You want to feel like you still got options, all because you're mad. They want to feel like someone else make them feel better without having to do the work of healing. Yeah, healing what was actually broken. But hear me tonight, because I'm telling you tonight is going to be powerful. You may want to share this if you're in a relationship. This may be this might be couples therapy tonight. You do not fix a relationship by getting attention from someone who did not build it with you. They don't know what's going on in your relationship. You don't heal a conflict by creating more damage. You don't prove a point by betraying trust. Be like, okay, bet. You don't want to listen to me? Bet. I bet somebody else will. That's not how you fix a conflict. You do not make someone love you better by making yourself available to somebody else. I don't know where you got this from. Tonight, we're going to talk about it. Tonight, we are going to talk about it. Do me a favor, tap that screen. If this is something you want me to talk about, I need to run them likes up tonight. We should have already been at 50K. Tap that screen tonight because this is going to be a powerful night. I'm telling you right now, when anger makes you seek attention instead of repairing the relationship. When anger makes you seek attention instead of repairing the relationship. I want you to drop the word repair if this is already speaking to you. Maybe this is speaking to a situation in your past. Maybe this is speaking to your situation right now. Maybe this is some education for you. Drop the word repair if this is already speaking to you tonight. Yeah, I'm just saying. I want to set the room up very clearly before I get started. Because I don't need no inboxes talking to me crazy. I don't need none of that. Look here. This is not about telling anybody to stay in an abusive relationship. Nope. This is not about telling anybody to stay where there is constant cheating and constant manipulation and control and danger or disrespect. This is not about that. This is not about telling you to keep repairing something that the other person keeps destroying. No, there is a difference between a relationship that needs repair and a relationship that keeps damaging you. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Somebody says, I can feel it hot tonight. Well, tap that screen. Let's get our likes up tonight so we can get this thing trending tonight, because we are talking about something that can change lives. There is a difference between conflict and abuse. There is a difference between a hard season and a toxic pattern. So tonight, I am not just telling you to stay in something unhealthy. No, that's not what I'm talking about tonight. I am talking to the people who claim they want a relationship, but every time the relationship gets hard, they run outside. Yeah, they run outside of the relationship emotionally. They start texting somebody else. They start entertaining somebody else. They start posting for attention. Uh-oh. You start posting for attention. They start flirting in that inbox. Yeah. They start opening doors. They know they should be closed. They start giving access to people who have no business being close to them. And then they say, I was just mad. And then they say, I was just hurt. That's why I started giving them attention. I just needed somebody to talk to. I just needed some attention. I just wanted to feel wanted. I did not mean anything by it. But sometimes what you call just talking is the beginning of betrayal. I want you to hear what I'm saying, and I want you to hear me good. Sometimes when you say, I'm just talking, that is the beginning of betrayal. Many people are born at night, but they wasn't born last night. Many people was born at day, but they wasn't born today. And sometimes you say things and you say sometimes what you call attention. This is me just talking. No, that's the beginning of betrayal. Yeah. That's just my cousin. Oh, that's my auntie. That's my mama's sister. Yeah, that's my cousin. That's that's my business partner. I'm just saying, I'm saying some things tonight that many people won't like. I know it's not a popular conversation. But sometimes what you call attention is actually emotional cheating. Did you just hear what I just said? Now, this is therapy, so you have to keep it truthful. You can't be lying now. You want to hear the truth about everything else. You got to hear the truth about this. You be wanting to hear the truth about everything else, but when it comes to you, sometimes you say, "Now, I don't want to talk about that." Yeah, I bet. I bet. Sometimes what you call venting is opening up a door that should have stayed closed. Listen to what I'm saying tonight, and it's going to all make sense. It's going to all make sense. Sometimes what you call, I was just hurt, is really an excuse to avoid maturity. I want you to write this down real quick. Write this down. If every argument makes you available to somebody else, you are not ready to love somebody with discipline. If every argument makes you available to somebody else, you are not ready to love somebody with discipline. Now, I want to talk about the real pain of this. When you get mad and you run and somebody make you mad in a relationship and you feel like the need to go talk to somebody else about your anger, there is a real pain that takes place. Yeah. The real pain is that some people, they want benefits of the relationship. They do. They want somebody to take care of them. They want somebody to provide for them. They want somebody to be there for them. But they do not want the responsibility of repair. You don't want the responsibility of the repair. It's just like, look, I want to drive this car, but if it breaks down, I don't want to fix it. I want to drive this car, but look, if it need gas, I don't want to put nothing in it. This is how you do your relationships. And that is real pain. You want the benefits of the relationship, but you don't want the responsibility. Yeah. I'm just saying. You want love, but you don't want the hard conversations. You be like, I just want to be in love. Just love me. But when the hard conversation comes, you run. You tell everybody out here you want loyalty. You do. You say, I want loyalty. But you don't want emotional discipline. Some people, they want commitment, but they still want outside attention. You know, as a lot of women would say you want your cake and your ice cream too. But there's a lot of people, you say you want commitment, but you want the outside attention too. And no, it's not just men. It is women too. I want a man to love me. You get a man, but you still want outside attention. Some people you won't trust. You do. But you keep doing things that make trust unsafe. I told you tonight's therapy session is going to be something else, because I guarantee you there's a great percentage of people right now that are in a relationship. When somebody get mad, somebody is going to talk to somebody outside of that relationship. Same people say you want someone to stay in your life, but they keep creating reasons for the person to feel insecure. And that is painful, because the person on the other side starts feeling like they are never safe with you when you are upset. Yeah, bro. You make her feel unsafe. When she find out you out here telling this other girl about y'all arguments, now she's unsafe. Yes, sis, it's unsafe. When he find out you've been inboxing people on your page because you upset, now you have just made the relationship unsafe. They start wondering, if we argue, are you going to go talk to somebody else? If I disappoint them, are they going to seek attention somewhere else? If we have a hard season, a hard conversation, are they going to make themselves available? If I cannot give them what they want in that moment, are they going to use that to talk to somebody else? See, that creates fear. I'm just saying, if I'm telling the truth, I want to say he's telling the truth. Sometimes people got to know. They have to absolutely know. That creates fear in people. That creates anxiety. That creates insecurity in people. That creates damage in people. Because now the relationship is not just dealing with the original issue. Maybe it was something that was small. Now it is dealing with broken trust. You telling my business to somebody else that's not in this house. And broken trust, it takes longer to heal than an argument. Are you listening to what I'm saying this tonight? Broken trust, it takes longer to heal than an argument. Write this down real quick. Write this down for my note takers. Some people turn a small argument into a deep wound because they run to the wrong person for comfort. I'm telling you right now, if you're in a relationship, you may want to watch this with your other person. You might want to share this to some people. Because by the end of this, I have 5 points that I want to give you that's going to blow your mind. This is not one you want to miss today. If you want to be in a committed relationship, but I want you to do something. Drop the word loyalty. If this is already hitting you, drop the word loyalty. If this is already hitting you. And we are almost at 100K. Tap that screen for me. Tapping is clapping. Let's get it up there as quick as possible, so that we can reach the world tonight with what we have to talk about. When you get mad and you run to somebody else, you get mad and you run to somebody else because you mad. You angry and you say, you know what, you made me mad, so I'm gonna go talk to Shawty over there because I'm mad. Sis, you start posting all kind of crazy stuff, all kind of crazy pictures on your Instagram because you mad. Don't you know that we are not stupid? Don't you know that people are not stupid? Most women, when you post all seductive and you're trying to get attention, you are saying, look at me. Sometimes it ain't classy. Sometimes it ain't classy. It ain't. You know, we got to be honest. Sometimes you be trying to prove a point all because you mad. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just saying it's the truth. You get in your feelings. This man done made you mad, and all of a sudden you cry out that you want loyalty, but are you really? Because that counts. That counts. Because you know the attention you're going to get. You get mad, and then you seek attention from other people because you're mad. I'm telling you something right now, that if you catch it, you can fix yourself before you destroy the relationship. I want to give you something psychologically to think about. Let me explain why this happens in people. When a person is emotionally immature, they do not know how to regulate pain. They don't. So when they feel rejected, they look for validation. When you are immature, you are an emotional immature person. And see, people don't like to be called immature, but it be the truth. We have a lot of immature women. You are immature, baby. I'm sorry. We have to, this is therapy. You have to, I know tonight is not a night to be saying, I'm just saying tonight is one of them nights where you have to take the criticism. You are emotionally immature. You don't know how to regulate pain. So when you feel rejected, you look for validation. Bro, you are emotionally immature, bro. When you get rejected, you will go out and you look for validation. When people feel unseen, they look for attention. When you feel powerless, you look for control. When you feel hurt, some people, they look for escape. Are you listening to what I'm saying? But these be the same people saying that I want to be in the relationship. But when you get hurt, you ready to take a trip with somebody else. How about when you feel insecure? Somebody make you feel insecure. You look for somebody to make you feel wanted. You are emotionally immature. Because an outside attention is only but a quick fix. That's all it is. It gives you a temporary high. You be high from the validation. Yeah, your mood be touched from the validation. I am somebody. Somebody laughs at your message. Somebody compliments you. Oh, you look good. Girl, you working that body, girl. I like, oh. Yeah, you like all of that pressure. Yeah, you love them compliments. Somebody makes them feel attracted, and somebody listens. Somebody makes them feel important. You done went over there after you got mad, and this is what you looking for. Somebody gives you the feeling that you say you've been missing in the relationship. But see, the problem is this. This is the problem. And you can agree to disagree. I don't really care. But see, the problem is this. Outside attention does not heal the issue. See, that's the problem. The outside attention does not heal the issue. It just numbs it. It numbs the discomfort. And what you refuse to repair, it will eventually become I'm just saying, if you don't fix it, it's going to be the very thing that destroy you. I'm just saying. Because now, instead of learning how to communicate, you learn how to escape. Are you listening? Are you listening tonight? I just want to make sure you're paying attention, because there's no excuses here. Yes, this is going into the TRC. This is definitely great for relationships. Instead of learning how to sit with the discomfort, you learn how to seek validation. Because you don't feel good sometimes when you're angry. Instead of learning how to rebuild trust, you learn how to create secret doors while you're angry. Your person that made you mad, and instead of learning, you go out here and create secret doors. And secret doors, guess what they do to a relationship? Can anybody comment? What do secret doors do to a relationship? What do they do? Somebody comment that for me. What do secret doors do to a relationship? It destroyed. I appreciate you, End Problems. I appreciate you, Sarah Kelly. It destroys the relationship. Secret doors, it destroys the relationship. I want you to write this down for my note takers tonight. Outside attention feels good to an unhealed ego. Outside attention feels good to an unhealed ego, but it destroys the trust that real love needs to survive. Did you know in order for a person to love you for real, there has to be a level of real trust? When a person loses trust for you, you might well stick a fork in real love, because real love needs trust to survive. Oh, you don't believe me, right? I know. But it makes so much sense. Yeah, it makes so much sense. You want to know why your relationship didn't survive? Because I guarantee you, trust was on the line. I'm just saying. Real love needs trust to survive. I'm just saying. Think about this real quick. Think about this. It is like having a leak in your house. You got a water leak in your house, right? I want you to imagine that your house has a water leak in it, right? You don't know where it's coming from, right? All you see is water is dripping from your ceiling. You know something is wrong in your house. You know it needs to be fixed, but instead of repairing the leak, you leave the house and go sit. Yeah, you go sit in somebody else's living room because theirs feel dry. See, for a moment, you feel better for a moment. For a moment, you feel comfortable for a moment. See, for a moment, you ain't got to deal with the mess. You ain't got to deal with putting the water under there and taking the water out and dumping the water. You ain't got to deal with the repairs. But while you are sitting somewhere else, your house is still flooding. The ceiling is still damaged. The floor is still getting ruined. The problem that you're talking about is still growing. This is what happens when you run outside, when you run to outside attention instead of repairing the relationship. Are you listening to what I'm saying? This is what happens when you run to outside attention instead of repairing the relationship. I just hope you understand, because I'm trying to break it down. You may feel better for a moment, but hey, the trust is still leaking. It's still leaking. The communication is still broken. The wound is still open. The relationship is still damaged. And eventually, you come back to a bigger mess than the one you left. I want you to write this down real quick. Write this down real quick. Real quick. For my note takers, outside attention may distract you from the leak, but it will not repair the house. Outside attention may distract you from the leak, but it will not repair the house. I'm just saying. I want to give you some truth tonight. Because this stuff is some real stuff. If you are in a relationship and then every hard moment makes you seek someone else's attention, you are not repairing love. If every relationship, and listen to what I'm saying, if you are in a relationship and every hard moment makes you seek someone else's attention, you are not repairing love. You are weakening it. We got to let reality be what it is. This is reality. Because mature love does not run outside the relationship every time it gets uncomfortable inside the relationship. Mature love, it learns how to communicate. Yeah. You got to tell people, hey, I need you to love me mature. I need that mature love. Yeah. See, mature love, it learns how to pause. Mature love, it learns how to calm down. Mature love, it learns how to tell the truth without being destructive. Are you listening to what I'm saying tonight? Mature love, it learns how to say, I'm hurt. but I ain't finna go and betray us because I'm hurt. That is maturity. That is maturity. How many on this live right now you want that mature love? Drop a 100. I want to know if you want somebody to love you maturity. You want somebody to love you mature. Yeah, they be like, I love you. Nah, that's that immature love. Nah, shot, I need that mature love. Yeah. Hey, love me. I need mature love. You want a mature king. I need a mature queen. Love me maturely. You understand? Because anybody can be loyal when everything is good. Oh, you ain't ready for this conversation. I know. You ain't ready for this. Yeah, I know. It's the truth. Anybody can be loyal when everything is good. Oh, we Gucci. Ain't no problems. Anybody can be faithful when you getting what you want. Yeah, this is reality of life. This is the reality of relationships. Anybody can act committed when they feel seen, heard, loved, and appreciated. Yeah. But loyalty is tested when you're angry. People be talking about you getting married in 2 months after meeting somebody. I'm sorry. I don't know if you've been through enough seasons yet. Now, if God is telling you to do that, I'm out your business. But real loyalty is tested when you are angry. What are you gonna do? Let me sit back and test you. I'm about to figure out what you gonna do. Sometimes you gotta test folks. Sometimes you gotta make them angry on, I'm sorry, sometimes angry on purpose. See, I just wanted to see what you would do, how you would handle me, how you would treat me. See, loyalty is tested when you feel misunderstood. Loyalty is tested when you feel distant or when you're not getting your way. Loyalty is tested when someone else is giving you the attention your relationship is missing. Yeah, when somebody else is liking all of your pictures and somebody else is telling you good morning every morning and somebody else is building, your loyalty is getting tested if there's anything that's missing in your relationship. That is when you find out what kind of discipline you really have. I hear so many women, you do all of this crying, but baby, I got to be honest with you. The discipline you want the man to have, you ain't got it. He just bold enough to go out here and put his hands on something. You bold enough to get in his inbox and build relationships with men in your inbox. I'm just saying we have to keep it real and we have to keep it raw because this is the absolute truth. Write this down if you would for me, all of my note takers. Really quickly. If you can only be loyal when you are happy, that is not loyalty. That is convenience. I said what I said, and I'm sorry I had to say what I had to say. If you can only be loyal to a man when you're happy, that is not loyalty. That is convenience. Bro, if you can only be happy to, you can only be loyal to this woman when you're happy, that is not loyalty. That is convenience. I want to give you 5 points tonight. I want to give you 5 points tonight. Yeah. I want to give you 5 points tonight. Before I do, tap that screen. Let's run these likes up tonight. Share this live because I'm finna get ready to give you 5 points tonight. Not 7 tonight. We're going to do 5. Tonight is about getting straight to it. These 5 points they're going to help you understand why anger does not excuse disloyalty. Did you just hear what I just said? These 5 points is going to tell you why being angry, it does not give you an excuse to go out there and cheat. Tonight, these 5 points is going to help you understand why outside of tension is dangerous. It's going to help you understand why communication matters, why loyalty is tested under pressure, and why real love repairs before it replaces. Oh, you ain't ready for this conversation, I know. Real love, it repairs before it replaces. Yeah. See, you ain't ready for this conversation, I know. But it's okay. It's okay. I definitely want you to tap that screen. Let's see where we at. We need to be at least 250. Right now, we at 189. Tap that screen for me tonight. Tap that screen for me tonight. Let's get our likes up before we get to point number 1. We got to be at least at 220 before I go tonight. Yeah, tap that screen. Let's get there. We already at 195. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody says, that already failed. I had to fight for custody of my son. I'm constantly made to feel guilty. We could talk more about that at the end of this. Save that question for me. Because that sounds like a relationship that is already over. I'm talking about people right now that are in the relationship. And if you don't learn this, you can go into the next relationship and you're going to fail at that one too. Because every time you get angry, that don't give you an excuse. It doesn't give you an excuse. I'm just saying. We almost at 220. Let's keep going. Let's run these likes up. Somebody says, Mister, I don't want a relationship, but it is blank, I guess, to know it all about them. Well, hey, I want to tell you right now, we have 800 and something people on here. And I guarantee you, most people that are on here, they want a relationship. Nobody wants to be old and alone. Nobody wants to travel for real. Because if you can connect with somebody that can connect with you on your same frequency, I promise you, your life will be a lot better. Man, it's good for us not to be alone. It's good. So don't get it twisted. It's good when you got a helpmate. It's good when you have a team player, somebody that is on your same frequency to help you battle the world and help you win championships and help you win and take over territory and help you rule. So I don't really agree. It is what it is, unless you want to be a eunuch and it's just you and God. Hey, that life is better, I'm sure. But for many of us, we need some touching and we need some skin to skin. Yeah, we need to feel something. Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what? Don't take my word from it. Let me take a poll real quick. I'm gonna take a poll. Let me take a poll. Is it better to be in a relationship with somebody that love you and you love them? Yes or no? That's all I want you to ask. Yes or no? Is it better to be in a relationship? Yes or no? That's all I want to know. See, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. It's like I see a lot of yeses. I see one no from Coco. I see you, Coco. Hey, you a eunuch made to God. You just want it's just you and God. I understand. You don't. Okay, D, you said no. You don't want to be in no relationship. Okay, cool. But I guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of yeses. People not trying to be alone. I used to be a cable man, and I used to go inside of a lot of the old people homes. And I used to talk to the old men and the old women. And some of the most miserable people are old and alone. That ain't my story. No, I wanna be able to see the fruit of my labor. I want to be able to say, oh yeah, that's bring my grandbaby to the house. Yeah. I want to be able to have a companionship. Somebody, hey, get in there and cook me something to eat. God, I'm hungry. Yeah. And she asked daddy for some money. Hey, I'm trying to go down there and get something. Girl, go treat yourself. I don't know what you talking about. Yeah, I want all that. I ain't trying to cook my own food. What you talking about? I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm just saying, when I got to. But what I'm saying is, I want a team player. Yeah. I'm just saying. All right. The first point that I'm going to give you. Somebody says, you better know it. The first point I'm going to give you tonight. The first point. Anger does not give you permission to be disloyal. Write that down. Justine is on it tonight. Let's go, girl. Anger does not give you permission to be disloyal. Write that down. This is our first point tonight. When you get angry and you get upset, it don't give you permission to go out there and be disloyal. You can be mad and still have boundaries. You can be hurt and still have character. I don't care about you being frustrated, but when you frustrated, you can still have control. Listen to what I'm saying, because this is some great stuff. I don't care that you're mad and you disappointed. You can be the most disappointed person in the world and you can still move with integrity. Are you listening? You can say, hey, I need space. And you can go and get the space. You can go and get the hotel rooms. You can go and do whatever you need to do without opening doors to people who should not have access to it. I'm just saying. Because anger explains how you feel. It does not excuse what you choose. Bars. Did you just hear what I just said? I want to make sure you heard what I just said, because it's very important. Listen to what I'm saying. Anger, it explains how you feel. Yes, you're angry. It does not excuse what you choose. I don't care how mad you is. It don't excuse what you choose. Some people, they use anger as a pass to do damage. Yeah. I was mad. You made me mad. You made me cheat on you. No. Come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it raw. No. Look at what you made me do. Some people use anger as a pass to damage. I was mad and I was hurt. I was lonely. And I did not feel appreciated. Yeah, so when you went to the gym, they made you feel appreciated and you got your little boo-boo. You got your little work buddy. You go to work, oh, he made me feel so appreciated. Or you say, I did not feel wanted. I needed somebody to talk to. This is a truth message tonight. This is absolutely truth. Being hurt does not give you permission to create more hurt. If you are upset with your person, talk to your person. If you need space, I say, I agree with you, but take healthy space. If you need support, talk to someone wise who respects the relationship. You don't go out here and talking to people who don't care nothing about your girl, big dog. You know good and well she don't care nothing about your girl, can't stand your girl. She can't stand your girl because every time your girl gets something new, she posting about it. Every time your girl going somewhere, don't you think other girls want to travel too? These girls want. So what make you think it's wise to go talk to her friend? What make you think it's wise to go talk to her family? What make you think it's wise? That's not wise. Straight up, they don't respect the relationship. Yeah. If the relationship is unsafe or unhealthy, that's when you have to make a mature decision. But you don't use anger as a bridge to someone else's attention. I'm just saying, because when you calm down, you still have to face what you did while you were emotional. Some people think you get an emotional pass. Oh, I was feeling lonely. No, you don't get an emotional pass. Because when you calm down, you got to still face all that you did. For my note takers, write this down for me. Write this down real quick. Real quick, write this down. Anger may explain your feelings, but it does not excuse your betrayal. Anger may explain your feelings, but it does not excuse your betrayal. I want you to drop the word maturity if you are choosing maturity tonight. Drop the word maturity. If you are choosing maturity tonight, drop the word maturity. Oh, we in there tonight. Yeah, we in there tonight. Anger may explain your feelings. It may. This is what you have to do. This is why your relationship should be in therapy. You should know what to do when y'all get mad. Y'all should have an understanding. Drop maturity. Let the universe know I want maturity love. I don't want that immature love. That immature love gets somebody hurt. That immaturity love, it gets somebody the bad end of the stick. Just leave. I'm just saying. I heard somebody say, I want that mature love. I want that mature love. Hey. Point number two. Write this down. Point number 2. Attention from someone else feels good. It does. Attention from someone else can feel good while destroying what you built. Attention from someone else can feel good while destroying what you built. Oh yeah, we talking tonight. Attention from someone else can feel good while destroying what you built. This is why people get trapped. Yeah, because outside attention, it feels good at first. It feels easy. It feels exciting because you feel like you're sneaking, and it feels fresh. It feels validating. It feels like relief. And oftentimes it feels like love. It feels like somebody sees you. It feels like somebody understands you. Yeah, until it don't work out the way that you think. There's some women, you so gullible, baby. You so gullible. You gullible. Because when the story really turns, the one that you was doing this for most of the time don't even want you. Because they love the art of playing a game. But yeah, you feel somebody understand. You feel like somebody wants you. But I want to tell you the truth right now. And I'm not saying you're a bad person. But everything that feels good is not for you. Bro, everything that feels good is not for you, big dog. Yeah. Yeah, I know. She probably had that ooh-wee, that fire. Everything that feels good. Her conversation was probably fire. Yeah. Don't mean that it's good for you. Sometimes the thing that makes your ego feel good is the same things that destroy your foundation. This is just a little wisdom that I'm giving you tonight. But did you just hear what I just said? Sometimes the thing that makes your ego feels good is the same thing that destroys your foundation. Yeah. That message that they sent you, it may feel good. That compliment. Yeah. That compliment feels good, don't it? That flirtation, it may feel good. That secret conversation, you sneaking and, oh yeah, it may feel good. That emotional connection, it may feel good. But what is it costing you? And I don't think that immature people, they don't pay attention to this. What is it costing you? You emotionally immature. You don't care what it costs. You don't believe me, right? Well, ask your emotionally mature kids who leave the lights on. They don't care because they don't know what it costs. They leave the water running. They don't care. Man, my daughter left she left the water running on. I'm talking about all night. I just forgot it, Daddy. But when you as grown people, do you ask what it costs you when you go out and do certain things? Is it costing you trust? Is it costing you honesty? You have to make up a lie after lie, and now you have to operate in darkness. Is it costing your peace? Because you got to keep putting your phone on silent. You got to turn your notifications off. You have to stop the phone from flashing at the top because you don't know what somebody gonna say, when they gonna say it. Is it costing you your integrity? Is it costing you your relationship? Yeah, the one that you said you wanted. You have to stop measuring things by how they feel in the moment. Listen to me what I'm saying today, because this is important for you. You have to stop measuring the things by how they feel in the moment and start measuring them by what they destroy later. Yeah. All right. Write this down for my note takers. Some attention feels good until you realize it cost you the trust you needed. Some attention, it feels good until you realize it cost you the trust you needed. What trust am I talking about? The trust that you need for real love. I just told you earlier that is how a relationship survives. Real love. And trust is a part of that real love. Drop no outside attention if you are closing the wrong doors. Drop no outside attention if you are closing the wrong doors. Now, if you're in a relationship now, hey, and your man is on here, don't drop that. Cause he gonna be like, hey, what attention you talking about? You know, hey, let me see that phone right now. And I just say, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you right now, that you're in a relationship, don't drop that. Yeah. Point number three. If you cannot communicate when you are hurt, you will sabotage what you love. If you cannot communicate when you are hurt, you will sabotage what you love. One more time. If you cannot communicate when you are hurt, you will sabotage what you love. This is our third point. A lot of people, you do not destroy relationships because they do not care. No. They destroy relationships because they do not know how to communicate pain. Sometimes pain can be a hard thing to communicate. It's not always easy for a man to tell you how he feels. It's not always easy. You think that he just don't want to talk, but sometimes he can't communicate what he don't know how to explain. I'm just saying. Some people, they get hurt, but instead of saying that hurt me, they shut down. You get upset, but instead of saying I need us to talk, you start acting cold. Some people, they get rejected and they say I need reassurance. And when they don't get the reassurance, they go and find attention. Some people, when they feel misunderstood, they do. They claim that, look, this is an attack. Some people, they feel ignored, but instead of having a mature conversation, they punish you. And now the relationship becomes a cycle. Hurt, silence, distance, and outside attention. More hurt, more distrust, more damage. Yeah. That is why communication matters. That is why communication matters. Not yelling, not blaming, not threatening, not disappearing, not playing these games, but real communication. The kind of communication that can clearly say is, I'm hurt, but I really want to handle this right. I'm angry, but I don't want to damage us. I need this space, babe. I need this space. But I'm not going to open up any doors somewhere else. I need us to fix this before things get worse and resentment grows. This is how grown love talk. This is how grown love talk. Yeah. Write this down real quick. Write this down for my note takers. If you do not learn how to communicate your hurt, you will keep expressing it in ways that destroy trust. If you do not learn how to communicate your hurt, you will keep expressing it in ways that destroy trust. I want you to drop the words, I want grown love. If you think that communication is important, drop, I want grown love. If you think that communication is important, Yeah. I want that grown love. Now I understand some things. I ain't gonna say that in the middle of this, what I'm gonna say right now, because this thing gonna get this y'all gonna start laughing and stuff. I understand why people like older people. I get it. They want that grown love. Yeah. They want that grown love. There's a lot of laughing going on. What y'all laughing at? What's so funny? Yeah. They talking about my boy Lionel. You know, he in a relationship. You know, Lionel 33. He done went out there and got him a 70-year-old. You know, yeah, crazy world, man. His wife caught him. You know, she caught him. Instead of talking about it, he out there talking. Yeah, I ain't gonna say her name because it blew all up over the internet, and I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, that boy went out there and said, "Look, I gotta get somebody." Yeah, but anyway, that's a different story. We gotta stay on track. Yeah, I know it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. Yeah, went out there and yeah, I'm just saying. I can understand when somebody say they want that grown love. 70, baby, 70. Got a 33-year-old young bull. You hear me? Yeah, I'm just saying he doing things 70. Let me stop. Point number four. I gotta stay on track. Woo! Boy, I love to laugh. Boy, I tell you, I thank God sometimes for humor. You know, humor. You should be able to laugh, cry, and enjoy your life. I'm serious. Some things is just funny. I'm serious. Some things is just, when you think about it, you just be like, boy, God, this is a funny world. This is funny, man. This is hilarious. But point number four. Loyalty is proven when feelings are under pressure. Somebody gonna say 70 is the new 50. Come on now. Come on now, baby. I don't know. Cause see, 50, you got another, guaranteed 20 strong years. 70, I ain't seen a lot of 90-year-olds that's out here stepping now. I don't know. That's let me get back. See, y'all throwing me off. I'm trying to stay focused tonight because we gotta finish this. Woo! You save that to the end. Please save it to the end. I don't want to forget this. How you know? I'm just saying, maybe it's in the vitamins. I could be wrong. At least for a man point of view. For a woman, y'all good. But for us, for a man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For us, 70 is not 50. No. For us, no, ma'am. Make it make sense. Come on now. For us as a man, 70 is the new 50? Okay. I don't know, man. That's a lot of things stop working. It just stopped working, it don't work the same, if you know what I mean. It don't do that. See, let me get back focused. Woo! Come on, Mark. We got to get back focused. Boy, that comment, that's why I don't look over here, because when I look over here, somebody says it's meds for that, Mark. Yes, it's meds until your heart can't take no more. Yeah, you two at 90, I know what you trying to do. See, you one of them smart ones, and you try to get that insurance money. We got to watch out for you. Yeah, you talking about there's meds for that. At 90? That man heart don't need to be beating that fast like that every night. Come on now. You trying to spark a y'all got oh my goodness. Woo! I'm just saying. Somebody let me I'm not looking over here no more. I gotta get back focused. I'm sorry. I gotta get back focused. Woo! I can't look over there. Don't look over there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my God. Somebody says you are hilarious. I'm just saying. All right. Point number four. Those of you that's joining, we saying, look, when you get angry, you can't go out there and look for attention and cheat because you angry. So we're giving 5 points tonight. Point number four. Loyalty is proven when feelings are under pressure. Your loyalty to somebody is proven when feelings are under pressure. Think about what I'm saying. See, everybody can look like they're loyal when they're in a relationship. They can. My boy, you can open car doors. You can bring flowers and you can say, hey, you can call her boo-boo, honey. See, everybody can look faithful when things are happy. Everybody can look committed when they are being treated exactly how they want to be treated. But what happens when you get mad? What happens when you don't get the attention you want? What happens when you feel unseen? What happens when somebody else starts making you feel wanted? What happens when your ego gets tempted? Yeah, man, you know what happens, bro? When your ego gets tempted, you got another girl out there stroking your ego. Ooh, look at the muscles. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause they bold now. They bold. This 2026. They in that inbox now. Yeah, they ain't, hey, it ain't like the old days. Yeah, it's new. It's new. It's a shortage out here. So look, they bold today. Yeah. What happens when your ego gets tempted? What happens when your feelings are hurt? What happens? That is when loyalty is proven. That's when loyalty is proven. Loyalty is not just about what you do when everything is good. I need you to understand this. It's not. Loyalty says that I am mad, but I will not betray our trust. That's why I respect some women who be like, yeah, I got mad, but I would never do him like that. Yeah, bro, some of you out here, bro, you got a loyal woman, dog. When she lock in with you, it ain't happening. You got some women out here, it ain't happening. It don't matter how mad that woman is, she ain't finna cheat on her man. And I know there's some single brothers on here probably saying like, dang, where she at, fam? She probably be on this live right now. She might get mad, but she ain't gonna shake. You got some women who's loyal by the book. They don't want to have no mess-ups. They don't want to make a mistake and get pregnant by nobody. They don't want to make a mistake and intertwine themselves. They safe. They afraid to mess their body up. They afraid to, you got some real loyal women out here that'll tell you, I'm hurt, but I will not entertain what can destroy us. Can you say the same? Can the man say the same? Look, I'm hurt, but I'm not finna entertain shorty because that can destroy us. Can you say that I'm emotional, but I will not let this temporary feeling create permanent damage? I'm just saying, that is loyalty. See, that ain't not convenience, not this image or pretending. No, that is real loyalty. And there's some men that are loyal. Write this down real quick. Write this down real quick. Write this down real quick. Loyalty is not proven when everything is easy. Loyalty is proven when your feelings are under pressure. Make sure you don't forget that. Drop loyalty if this is hitting you tonight. Drop the word loyalty if this is hitting you tonight. Yeah. Now we on to point number 5 tonight. Point number 5. Point number 5. We own the point number 5. Now this was the most important one, I think. This is the most important one, I think, because it's going to speak directly to you. Real love repairs before it replaces. Real love repairs before it replaces. Real love repairs before it replaces. There's a lot of people that say they love you for real, but it is determined to be a lie. This does not mean that you stay into something that is damaging. I'm not telling you that you should stay into something that is about total disrespect. No, this is not talking about ignoring patterns. This does not mean that you keep trying with someone who refuses accountability. No, but if you claim you love someone, you do not keep looking for replacements every time things get hard. That is what I'm talking about. You said you love somebody. You should repair things first. You should communicate first. You should take accountability first. You should tell the truth first. How about that you seek understanding first? You should try to heal what is broken before you go out looking for attention somewhere else, because replacement is easy. Anybody can be replaced. Do you know how many people are in the world? You may not be able to get the same type of person, but you can definitely replace a person. You may not be able to get the same quality of person, because some people, you can honestly say, are in the top 1%. Sometimes you might have somebody that is very powerful, but you only may be able to get somebody who's mediocre. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Replacement is easy. So if you got you something and you have something that's nice, I say repair is the first thing that you should look at, because repair takes maturity. It takes maturity. Replacement, it feeds ego. Yeah, I can replace you. I can do this. All that does is feed your ego. Who cares about an ego if y'all got children? Who cares about an ego if y'all have real value together? Who cares about an ego if the little things is not that serious? It's just some communication and character flaws. Repair, it builds character. You'll see in this world that the older generation and the people who have been married for years, they have real character. Replacement, it just avoids wounds. But when you repair, you deal with the wounds head on. Replacement, it gives you a temporary relief. I know people who have gotten married, gotten a divorce, and gotten married right after divorce. and they only had a temporary relief, and then they ended up getting a divorce again. Repair, it gives the relationship a chance to heal. It gives you a chance to heal because there's something in you too. And a lot of people keep replacing people because they never learn how to repair conflict. They just start over with someone new, then repeat the same patterns. But the goal, think about the goal. It is not just to find another person. The goal really is to become a healthier person, to become a better leader, to become a better human, to become a better overall healthier person. That is the goal. I want you to write this down real quick. Real love, write this down for my note takers. Real love does not run to a replacement every time repair gets uncomfortable. Yeah. Real love does not run to a replacement every time repair gets uncomfortable. I want you to drop the word repair if you receive that. Drop the word repair if you receive that. Drop the word repair if you receive that. We're almost done. I want to reflect tonight, and then I want to release this because we have a lot of relationships where you feel like there's certain things in you. You feel like you have to go out and get an outside voice. You feel every time you get angry, you can't control yourself. I want to have a reflection moment tonight. Real quick, ask yourself this question. What do I do when I get angry? What do you do? Ask yourself this question right now. What do I do when I get angry? Do I communicate or do I escape? Do I repair or do I punish? Do I seek understanding about my situation or do I seek attention? Do I protect trust or do I create insecurity? Ask yourself these questions. Do I become available to people who should not have access to me because I'm angry? There's a lot of men, sis, you wouldn't have never gave a chance to, but you was in your emotions and you was angry. There was a lot of men who lucked up and got you because you was too emotionally immature. I'm just saying, this is real life. This is real life. This is real life. Ask yourself this question. Do I use outside attention to feel powerful? Now, don't lie. Tell the truth. Do I use outside attention to feel powerful? Every time you get mad, you use outside attention to feel powerful. Let me post this picture. Let me show them. Yeah. Men be doing the same stuff. I'm about to take my shirt off so I can get this attention real quick. You ain't no trainer or nothing. You just let me go outside and let me go look for this attention at the stores so I can feel powerful. Ask yourself this question. Do I flirt? Do I flirt when I feel unseen? Yeah. Do I entertain people when I feel hurt? Do I run to someone else because I do not know how to talk to the person that I'm with? Have I been calling it venting when really it is opening a dangerous door? Have you ever asked yourself that question? The so-called person you venting to, is that a dangerous door? I'm just talking, I'm just telling them how I feel, but is the door a dangerous door? Have I been seeking for validation instead of healing the issue? Now, this is a big one. You have to be honest with this question. Have I been seeking validation instead of healing the issue, the internal issue? A lot of people won't answer that question with absolute honesty. Ask yourself this question: am I mature enough to handle conflict without becoming disloyal? Am I mature enough to handle conflict without becoming disloyal? Tonight, this is not about guilt. Nope. This conversation is about awareness, because you cannot heal what you keep justifying. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. You cannot heal what you keep justifying. Write this down for my note takers. You cannot heal the pattern you keep defending. Very simple. Write that down. Very simple. Very simple, very simple. I want to release this today. There are some people on here tonight. There may even be some couples that's on here tonight. There may be some men that this have been talking to. Maybe he have been running. Every time he get upset, he can't control himself. Maybe that's the reason he like to go out and cheat. Maybe that's the reason he like to go out and do wrong, because he can't control his anger. Maybe that is the reason. It still does not make an excuse. I want to have a moment of releasing tonight and affirming things in our life, because you can win over things like this. Maybe you didn't win in the last relationship, but maybe if you get it right in this one, maybe the new relationship, it can survive. Repeat after me. Tonight, I release the need to seek outside attention when I'm hurt. I release emotional immaturity. I release the habit of escaping instead of communicating. I release the need for validation from the wrong people. I release secret doors. I release attention that costs me my peace. I release the ego that wants to feel wanted instead of healed. I release the habit of punishing instead of repairing. I release the desire to make someone jealous. I release the temptation to betray trust because I'm upset. I release the version of me that runs instead of grows. Tonight, I choose maturity. Tonight, I choose communication. I choose honesty. I choose loyalty. Tonight, I choose trust. I choose repair. Tonight, I choose discipline. Tonight, I choose emotional responsibility. Tonight, I choose to close the doors that should not be open. Tonight, I choose to handle conflict without destroying what I say I love. Pause. Now we're getting ready to affirm some things in our life that we've released. This is a great practice. You release things and then you speak things into your life. Repeat after me. I can be hurt and still have character. I can be angry and still move with maturity. I can need space without being disloyal. I can communicate without attacking. I can tell the truth without destroying trust. I can open doors that threaten my peace. I can stop seeking attention from the wrong places. I can repair instead of punish. I can grow instead of sabotage. I can be honest about what I feel. I can handle conflict in a healthier way. I can love with discipline. I can be loyal when my feelings are under pressure. I deserve a relationship built on trust. I deserve healthy communication. I deserve emotional safety. I deserve repair, not games. I receive maturity. I receive discipline. I receive clarity. I receive honesty. I receive healing. And tonight, I receive this reset. Pause. Let's let that settle in your spirit a little bit. Let that settle in your spirit a little bit. Sometimes it's the only way we're going to change, when we can learn to start speaking things into our life. Because in your tongue, it lies life or death. Tonight, I want you to hear me clearly as I close. If every time you get mad and you go seek attention from somebody else, you are not healing the relationship. You are weakening it. If every argument that you get in, it just makes you open up a door to another person, you are not protecting love. You are damaging trust. If every hard moment makes you look for outside validation, you are not being misunderstood. You are being emotionally undisciplined. Because anger, it does not give you permission to be disloyal. I don't know who told you that. Maybe it was the music. Maybe you heard some music that says they get so mad and they go out and be disloyal. See, attention from someone else, it can feel good. It can feel good at the same time while you're destroying what you built. Don't forget what I told you. Just imagine this house. House got a leak in it. The house is flooding. You leave the house while your house is flooding to go sit in somebody else's house. You can feel good while destroying what you built. Because when you get back home, there's mess everywhere. Think about this. If you cannot communicate when you are hurt, you will sabotage what you love. Listen to what I'm saying. If you can't talk about it, you can't find a way to communicate, you are going to sabotage what you love. Yeah. Loyalty is proven when feelings are under pressure. In real love, it repairs before it replaces. So tonight, close the wrong doors. Stop feeding secret connections. Stop entertaining people who have no business having access to you. Stop using attention as medicine for pain that needs communication. You got to stop punishing your partner by becoming available to somebody else. If it can be repaired, repair it with maturity. If it can't be repaired, you got to leave it with honesty. But do not destroy people because you don't know how to handle conflict. Do not break trust because you want temporary validation. Do not let a moment of anger cost you something you may not be able to rebuild. Think about what I'm saying. There are some things that you may not ever be able to rebuild with that person. So don't let anger cost you that. Mature love does not run outside the relationship every time things get uncomfortable. Mature love communicates. Mature love, it takes accountability. It protects trust. Mature love closes doors. I want you to move different tonight. Going forward, I want you to choose different. I want you to protect your peace different. And I want you to stop seeking validation when you're upset. And I would rather you repair what you have if it's special. This is your reset tonight. This is your reset.